Guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to cone out your wheels. If you're not into racing, you probably are not going to understand this video, but if you check your wheels, you're going to see that all of them have this little imperfection right here. It's a dimple. It's either recessed or it's sticking out, so that affects the speed that your car actually goes down the track. And it really does make a big difference. So on this video I'm going to show you how to cone out your wheels, that way only the inner part of the wheel is touching the track. So I'm going to be using this needle nose plier here. You can use one of those locking pliers, but you might run the risk of damaging the axle. Now the rubber band is to hold everything in place, and there I see that it does not have enough tension, so I'm gonna try to make it tighter. That should be good enough. And I'm also going to be using this vise. You can get at your local Harbor Freight, or you can get it online. I'll leave a link on the video description. You're also going to need a Dremel with one of these polishing adapter. You're going to need a single edge blade. You can use your X-Acto too, but the X-Acto tends to move around. You're also going to need a set of micro mesh. I use the 1500, the 2400. I also use the 8000 and the 12,000. This is just to clean up the wheel after we're done, so everything is nice and smooth. Soapy water. Now your Dremel, you're gonna have to set it to the lowest speed possible. If you go too fast, you're gonna damage the wheel. So basically this is what you do. You go on one side, get the wheel turning, and then with the blade you're slowly carving out. As you can see, I'm holding the blade in an angle because I want the wheel to end up being coned out. Now as you're going along, the wheel tends to deform a little in the edges, so use the blade to slightly run it in the front and in the back of the wheel. That'll make sure that the wheel is perfectly round. Now this does take a while. It's not a 2-minute job, because again you have to go slow, because you will damage or burn the inside of the wheel where it runs on the axle. This is the first pass, so we're about to check to see our progress. You slowly work the blade. And here you can see that the front part, it's gone. Half inner part still needs to be worked. You just keep working and checking until you arrive at a decent spot. Now, if you hold the blade on, I'm a righty, so you can see if I hold the blade on the right side, it'll tend to cut. If I switch it over to the left, what it'll do it is just scrape and try to clean. You can see that we're good right there. Now we just gotta clean it up. Move the get the first micro mesh. Get some water. That'll help maintain the pad clean. And this first one is the one that takes the longest. It's the most abrasive. You want to remove any marks left by the blade, and basically you're just gonna keep working and using a higher grade pad. Again, the purpose is to end up with a smooth wheel. Now, if you remember in the past, there used to be some cars with FTE wheels, faster than ever. If you were ever wonder why Hot Wheels knew that they were gonna be faster, the the reason is because the axle was chromed out, which is another very important step if you want your car to go fast. So there I'm going to be using the last one, the 12,000. So let's check. You can see that it's very smooth. If you want to do something extra, you can use some polishing paste. I use the same one that I use for polishing metal, Blue Magic. It's not as easy to find as Mother's, but I don't know. I think I like it more. That's the one I've used for years, many, many years. So there you see, I just put a little bit. This is also the product that I use to polish the Hot Wheels when I'm gonna do a Spectre Flame paint. So you can see I'm using the 8,000. And then I finish off again with the 12,000. There's also sanding sticks that you could get on Amazon that they're for working with the nails. I don't know if they have the grits, but they basically will do the same thing. Yeah, you can see that the wheel is nice and shiny. Now, like I was mentioning, if you really want to get this to roll, you gotta polish the axle. So all you gotta do is a little bit of Blue Magic there, and with the same Dremel, just run around and polish out the axle. That makes a big, big difference. Now, this leaves a residue, so you gotta clean it off with alcohol. And there's different steps and different tricks that people use with products to lubricate it. You cannot use like WD-40, like 3-in-1 oil. Those it's just too thick for the wheels to to roll faster. There's different silicone spray cans that will actually evaporate once you hit it, but it will clean. What you want is not lubrication. What you want is everything to be clean. You can see that they're not rolling really long time, but again, we still got to clean it. So basically do this on all four wheels, and here is the finished product. You can see that only the inner part of the wheel is actually touching the floor, and believe me, this makes a big difference when it comes to racing. So I hope you enjoy this video. If not into racing, probably you did not know any of these, but thank you for watching. That's going to be it for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.